It was a good win against Ballatown. You've had a few days to reflect on that. Have your thoughts changed from your initial post-match interview on the Maes Tegid pitch?
Yeah, no, look, very similar, to be fair. I thought that at the time we started the game really positively, started well. Could have been maybe one more goal up going into the break. We had 2 or 3 good chances. Watching it back as well, what I thought at the time was that Balla had a really good period after half-time and put us under a lot of pressure. And I think first of all, if Ryan Astle doesn't make the block before half-time and then Paul Harrison doesn't make that save at 2-1, there's a well and truly a game there. Balla are big, physical, strong, they go to the end, and I thought that could have been really difficult for us. So although it looks like probably a comfortable win scoreline-wise, I think watching it back and being there at the time as well, it was a tough game, and we did well to be professional, to only concede 1 goal late on, which we were disappointed with, of course. But I think to get that result away from home in the circumstances, with the weather conditions and the games that are coming up was really a good marker for us.
And it's back on the road again this coming Saturday. Barrytown United, it's an 8th versus 1st encounter. After 15 games, there are 19 points between the sides. Has that surprised you?
Yeah, I must say I didn't look too much at the table with the teams there. I look at probably more the teams, and I think Barry, compared to last season, have improved. I look at the players that they've added, and I think they're stronger than last year, having played them already and watched them a few times as well. I think in their last 5 games in the league, they've drawn 2, won 2, lost 1. So you can see their league form is improving, and maybe if you can turn a couple of those draws into wins, they could be on a really, really good run. So I know they had a disappointing probably result in the cup game recently. So I think that, nevertheless, looking at that, I think 1 or 2 goals either way can change that form into being really good form, and I've no doubt it's a long trip for us. It's down south, do you know what I mean? We're going to have to prepare right, train the day before, head down there, so we're expecting a hard game, probably a tactical game as well. Always feel like when you play Barrytown, they've played, I'd say, probably 3 or 4 different formations against us in the short time I've been here. When we've played against them, I think we played them 3 times now, and probably could say maybe 4 or 5 different formations and changed in game as well. So yeah, we're expecting a tough test, and we certainly will get one when we go down there.
And talking of form, generally speaking, Jenner Park has been a happy hunting ground for the New Saints, and the last time TNS lost there, you were a teenager.
There you go. That was a long, long time ago, so many, many years ago. However, I think that just sort of puts more pressure on you with that game. I think that means that I don't think there's any added incentive because of that, but I think that can give the opposition maybe some incentive and some positives to go from those stats, if you know what I mean. They'll be looking to try and change that and turn it around, and we'll be looking to try and keep it the same. So yeah, we go there regardless of what the history or statistics say and try and win the game. So that'll be the same mindset from us.
And naturally, ahead of any game, you look at the opponent, you look at their strengths and weaknesses. Based on what you've deduced, looking ahead to Saturday, will there be many changes in the starting 11 for the New Saints?
Yeah, we'll have to see. There's a couple of injury concerns that we're looking at the moment, a couple of knocks and niggles, people who might not have trained as much this week, but we'll see how they go for the weekend, so that could affect our play as well. The fact that we've just played an away game and we're having another away game, do you know what I mean, it is physically taxing as well. So we'll have a look at that. I mean, look, we've said it many times, competition for places is very good here. You saw probably you could say the strength of the bench that we brought on Friday night is good, and those players arguably could be starting in the team and have done. I think most of the players that are on the bench have started and been regulars at one time or another. So people are pushing for places. Tactically, we'll have a look at it in the week. There's still a few more training days to go until we need to pick the team. So we'll see how we go for the weekend from there.
And the game on Saturday is match day 16 in the JD Conry Premier. The New Saints has a healthy lead at the top of the table. I know you've said on many occasions you don't look at what the other teams are doing and you don't pay too much attention to the statistics, but nevertheless it is a good position to be in.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a position we'd rather be in than be in any other position so far in the league, but look, I have said that it's been a common line from us here, and I think the players, the staff and everyone think the same. It really, really is important that you focus on that, because once you take your eye off that, I think, and start hoping that other teams do this and other teams do that, then that means you're not thinking about yourselves and your own performances. We prepare right each week, for the teams that we're taking on. We do our research on them. We show them definitely the respect that they deserve and make sure that we know everything about them before we go and play them. But to say we look at other results, it'd be wrong. We always check the results in the league, of course. It's interesting to see what other scores are happening, but more so in the games leading up to the teams that we play is more our focus.
And there will be training sessions ahead of the trip to South Wales. Are there still places up for grabs, or do you have that starting 11 already set in stone?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's probably a bit early in the week to definitely set it in stone, I think, with so many training sessions left yet. It's difficult sometimes after a good win and a good performance to change the team as well, but like we said, we've got a couple of little niggles here and there that might force our hand to change the 11 as well, plus players coming back from injury too, so who knows, we'll see come match day.
And is the availability of players, albeit at this moment in time, good?
Yeah, well, Keston Davies comes back into the fold as well. Obviously, we welcome back on Friday John Routledge, who was suspended. He come back in. Basically, other than that, most people are fit and available, depending on the ones that we've picked up from Friday's game.